voices on this. So I arranged it. It's my first hit record. 1975. Was Joe Long on the recording?
He is. It was the last recording he was on.
He's not in the video.
Not the rest of the album.
He's not in the video.
He had to play in that bass line.
The video has all you guys.
Well, because Joe had left. So by the time we were promoting the record, Joe had left the band. Don Ciccone had moved from guitar to bass. And then we went on from there and did a night on.
So is Paiva recording?
Yes. Yes, he is. Johnny wrote it.
Like two. Hi, how are you? Relax, we enjoy the show.
I'm very proud. It's my first arrangement of this audio. My number one. Come on.
There it is. We got that too. What is CD? That's got 1963 December. How come it wasn't September? I don't know.
It was originally 33.
Oh, that's right.
We refused to do it. We were just going to kill us.
Who's gonna love you, love you? Who's gonna love you, love you? Who's gonna love you, love you? Who's gonna love you?
Huh?
The low part. I spoke to Joe, by the way.
We're going to see him. He's going to sign. I got a bass guitar.
I spoke to Joe 2 weeks ago. So I wrote a song he wanted to perform with him here before. He couldn't tell me the details.
Welcome. We can interview you too at 9 o'clock if you like. We can do a little, well, if you want, or you can watch it if you want, whatever you want to do. This way you can come around here later and see how the whole operation was in a few minutes.
Absolutely.
So I ask you, well, hey, this is Howard Stern here with Paul McCartney. So what do you think John Lennon's relationship was with Yoko? Would you like to elaborate on a little bit more? Okay, sure. Any opinion? Okay. Well, Lee Shapiro is here with us. To make a long story short, this is the Teddy Smith Show in America, WPAT Radio, New York City. And Lee Shapiro is with us, and without further delay, I want to welcome you to the show, because I know you have to be out of here before 8 o'clock. So.
Well, yeah, I got to get my milk and my cookies, and, I got to have my hot toddy at the stage, and my rug, my carpet, and my...
And you know what's great about it? I'm always, when I play the song and people request it, I always see your face and Don's and Frankie and everybody from that YouTube video. Over all of these great years, a man like yourself that's played with Frankie Valli Four Seasons from about 1973, I believe, to about 1980 or so.
Correct,
And
correct.
today you play, obviously, with the Hitmen, which you'll also talk about, and also your new CD that's out. What do you say has been one of the most enjoyable experiences, Lee Shapiro, working with Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, if you could?
Well, honestly, we were just speaking about it while you had Who Loves You on. When Who Loves You was recorded in '75, I was 22 years old. And I had told them that I was capable of orchestrating.
But you were 19 when you started.
I was
Frankie,
19
right?
in '73 when I joined.
Right.
And that's when we were doing strictly oldies shows in the evenings of Solid Gold and all of that with Jay Black and with Tommy James, who are still friendly with to this day.
And Barry Manilow.
And Barry, who is a dear friend. But be that as it may, I was talking to your crew here and to your producer, Jimmy, and we said that they put me in the studio. I mean, I did an arrangement, an orchestration with Bob. I had no idea at the time what I was doing. Bob Gaudio and Frankie Valli together had already sold, by the time I joined, maybe 80 million records. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
And I'm in the studio, and they gave me all these string players. And Charlie Colello, who was my mentor, was really the original arranger on all this stuff. And he was my mentor. I used to learn from his scores. Well, here I am. I find myself in a room with 20 violinists, and they're playing the track of Who Loves You, and I pick up my arms, and the strings play it, and we overdub. And I put my arms down, the tape stops, I look in at Gaudio, and he hits the button, and he goes, got it. I thought I was going to die. They didn't have to fix anything.
But you've had
It was amazing.
You've had such many great moments in the studio with Frankie Valli.
Oh, yeah.
And one of those great moments, I know you could probably name several before 8 o'clock, and after 8 as well. What's one particular moment you enjoyed working with Frankie in the studio?
One of my favorites was My Eyes Adored You. Frankie was there with me and with Bob Crew, the late Bob Crew, who accolades galore, man, was a genius. And Charlie, another genius, is in the studio, and they're recording the horn session for My Eyes Adored You. And they're playing My Eyes Adored You, playing back, and Crew is in there, and Crew is there with Frankie, and Crew says, everybody stop, someone write this down. Well, of the people that were in the control room, I was the only one who could notate. Grab a piece of music paper, grab a pencil. This is 74, so I'm 21. And Crew starts to sing the song, Baubles, Bangles, and Beads, against the chorus of My Eyes Adored You. He says, write this, Lee, write this. So I'm writing da-da, 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 da-da. And he says, run that into Charlie, he'll know what to do. I hand the little piece of paper to Charlie, he looks at it, he starts scribbling, he puts it out, he raises his hands, they run the track, and if you listen to My Eyes Adored You, listen to the chorus, and the horns in the background, like the Glenn Miller Orchestra, are playing Baubles, Bangles, and Beads. And I was there at 21 to watch that happen. And Frankie was equally over the moon.
Well, when I was about 17 or 18, and I had a lot of hair in those days, and
Didn't we all?
Anyway, I played your song "Who Loved You." I actually was working, I guess, at the station around 1977 or 78, but I know that came out around 76 or the end of
Correct.
70. Right. So I got so many requests for that. So anything that you'd like to just. Since you're on that song and people want to know a little bit more about that song, what could you tell us?
About Who Loves You?
Yes.
I'm going to say this and I don't think anybody would dispute it. I think I could even say it to Gaudio, and he's a very rational, smart, intelligent, wealthy, successful man. Da 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 da. Written by Don Ciccone. Ain't nothing to discuss. I arranged it.
That's
Gaudio
the deal.
wrote the song,
Yeah.
but the instrumental break, I can see Don sitting on a stool in Gaudio's basement in the Hollywood Hills right now. Gaudio said, I'd like to do a breakdown, and Don played da-da-da-da-da, and that became the record. And that's a true story.
My Eyes Adored You, another great hit, and of course you're part of that great hit. That really brings back sometimes joy and at the same time some tears to my eyes. But besides the tears to my eyes, all the joy and all the great people that were that part of that song, including yourself and I believe Don and others. Would you like to just...
We toured, we were honored. I mean, even before the days, in the early days of the Four Seasons, they didn't play on the records a lot of times. And when we joined as the new Four Seasons, neither did we. And they didn't have any hits. Then Gaudio started to incorporate us in, and we started to have hits again. But with My Eyes Adored You, it was a studio group, but we had the honor of reproducing these amazing tracks live all over the world with the real guy standing in front. And let's face it, folks, you know, I'm one of the Four Seasons because Frankie said so. Otherwise, you're not. And that's the way it
And
is.
Frankie was very happy that you put out a new CD, which we're going to be talking about after My Eyes Adored You on WPAT, your favorite music station, at least at the moment. That's true, that is.
My eyes adored you.
Well, Lee Shapiro.
Oh,
brings back so much
another way
because
that
I see myself
candle.
standing there.
My eyes adored you.